Hey everybody, what's going on today? This is Mind Body Connection with a book summary of a great little book from Brian Tracy called Bullseye. I love Brian Tracy's books because this is a guy who came from absolutely nothing. He wasn't good at school, he was a high school dropout, and he wasn't good at sports either. He was always the last one picked for any team. And then when he started working, he had this dead-end job that wasn't paying him any money, and he barely had enough to scrape by and live. And he finally snapped, and he said, I had enough, and I just can't live like this anymore. And he was able to completely turn his life around by reading books that talked about self-development and self-improvement. When The Master was once a disaster, you know his or her books are worth reading because they are telling us what worked for them. And if it worked for them, it can work for us too. The main focus of this book is to get more clarity, focus, and concentration in the Big Five. And the Big Five are goals, values, vision, mission, and purpose. You need to write out what you want in each of these areas. You get clear on who you are and what you want, because if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. The more clarity, focus, and concentration you have in the Big Five, the more you will get out of life. First, let's talk about goals. If someone asks you what do you want out of life, do you have a clear answer? Most people are not able to answer this question. They may be able to rhyme off a few wishes, such as I want to be happier, or I want to make more money, or I want to have a better relationship, but they wouldn't be able to identify specific, clear goals they have in each of these areas. So make sure your goals are not wishes. Write them down. Only 3% of people have goals that they have written down. The difference between a goal and a wish is goals have a deadline and specific tasks for achievement. The great thing about goals is that when you have the courage to take the first step, the second step will appear. And when you take the second step, the third step will appear until you eventually achieve the goal. Nothing is hard if you divide it into small jobs. Do something every day that moves you towards your major goal, and remember, everything is hard until it's easy. Values are the principles that you won't compromise for any reason. It's what you really believe in. Maybe for you it's that you want to be someone who points to all the positives in life and you never complain. Maybe for you it's you want to be someone who lives with integrity. This means you're real and you're genuine, and there's no difference between your personal life and your public persona. Maybe it's that you want to be someone who makes people feel great when you're around them. You tell people all the positive thoughts you have about them. To find out what your values are, just ask yourself this one question. If you were a fly on the wall at your funeral, what would you want to overhear people saying about you, about how you lived your life? Vision is the way you see yourself in the future, the picture in your mind of the person you want to someday become. Have a clear picture of the person you someday want to be. The clearer the image, the more real it will feel. Your purpose is why you are here. It's what gets you up early and keeps you up late. Mark Twain said, the two most important days of your life are the day you're born and the day you find out why you were born. To find your purpose, ask yourself, if you had all the money you ever needed in your bank account right now, and the only condition was that you had to be fully engaged in some occupation, which occupation would you choose? Mission. If someone asks you who you are and what do you want out of life, what would be your one-sentence answer? When Brian Tracy was asked this question, he discovered that his mission is to help people achieve their goals far faster than they would be able to if they didn't have his help. The next section of the book talks about how to be better at work. Are there people out there that you know who are not as talented or as educated as you, but they have a better job and they make more money? Often this is because we're not willing to upgrade our skills. Most people, when they start a new job, during the first year, they're willing to learn and obtain those new skills, but then they put it on autopilot. However, successful people continue to learn and upgrade their skills each and every year. To be more successful at your job, ask yourself this question. What one skill, if I developed it and consistently used it at work, would be my greatest positive impact to my career? Focus on just this one skill until it's mastered. Once this skill is mastered, ask yourself this question again and move on to the next skill. I hope you check out this book. I think it could really help you. And remember, to achieve something you've never done before, you have to become someone you've never been before. Thanks so much for listening, and to hear more book summaries on some of the best self-development books ever written, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.